For years, we've been side-eyeing Meghan Markle's pregnancies. Something always felt off, didn't it? The vanishing baby bumps, the bizarre media blackouts, the whispers that just wouldn't quit. Well, honey, those whispers have turned into a full-on scream because a woman called DL just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the monarchy to its core. She claims she's the real mother of Archie and Lilibet, not just one, but both. And she's not staying quiet anymore. Buckle up, because this is about to get wild, emotional, and downright jaw-dropping. Picture this: a woman hidden in the shadows for years steps into the spotlight with a story so explosive it could rewrite royal history. DL says she was the secret surrogate for both of Meghan's kids, hired through a shady California agency, promised total anonymity, and then cast aside like yesterday's news. She claims Meghan was strutting around in fake baby bumps while she carried Archie and Lilibet in total isolation. Can you even imagine? If this is true, Meghan's whole strong, independent royal mom vibe, the one we've seen splashed across Netflix specials and magazine covers, crumbles into dust. And Harry? Oh, sweet Harry, he's either clueless, which seems impossible, or he's knee-deep in this mess, helping cover it up. My heart's racing just thinking about it. Let's rewind for a hot second. Meghan's pregnancies were always so secretive, weren't they? No iconic hospital exit photos like Kate Middleton, no crowds of reporters, no Linda Wing paparazzi frenzy, just a weird late announcement about Archie's birth after he was supposedly already born. Remember Harry's awkward stable-side speech, looking like he was reading off a cue card? And then Meghan, 2 days later, glowing like she just left a spa, not a delivery room. We all thought, wow, she bounces back fast. But now, people are screaming. Did she even give birth at all? My jaw is on the floor. Okay, let's talk about that infamous 2019 footage. You know the one? Meghan sits down in an interview and her baby bump folds. Not just a little wrinkle, but a full-on fold. Back then, it sparked a moon bump theory. Internet detectives swearing she was wearing prosthetic bellies to fake her pregnancies. We laughed it off as tinfoil hat nonsense, but with DL's claims, those sleuths are looking like prophets. I'm getting chills. DL's story is wild, but so detailed it's hard to dismiss. She's got medical records, hospital bills, and signed NDAs that she says prove she was the surrogate. She was allegedly kept in near total lockdown. No phones, no friends, just silence to avoid any leaks. After the birth, she was ghosted. No thank you, no paycheck, just erased from the story. She claims Meghan meticulously planned every public appearance, slipping into fake bellies like they were designer gowns, fooling the entire world. I'm shook just thinking about it. And then there's Archie's birth certificate. Why was Meghan's legal name, Rachel Meghan Markle, swapped out for Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex? The palace called it a formatting issue, but Meghan threw shade saying it wasn't her choice. Now it feels like a sneaky legal move. If she didn't give birth, putting her real name on that document could have opened a Pandora's box of lawsuits. My mind is spinning. The internet is losing it. Every clip of Meghan's pregnancies is being dissected frame by frame. One day, her bump looks 8 months full. The next, it's barely there. Remember the Morocco trip? She told someone she was 6 months pregnant weeks after saying she was 5. A tiny slip? Maybe. But now it feels like a calculated lie. Fans are posting side-by-side photos, and the inconsistencies are glaring. I can't stop scrolling. DL's not backing down. In her first TV appearance, she looked straight into the camera, voice trembling, and said, "I was promised privacy and compensation. Instead, I was erased." That line hit me like a gut punch. It's lit up every news outlet and X feed, and people are eating it up. She says she was stashed in a private LA mansion, fully staffed, cut off from the world. Doctors checked on her weekly. NDAs kept her terrified, and after Lilibet's birth, she never saw either child again. No photos, no updates, just a void where her role should have been. I'm tearing up thinking about her pain. Now let's talk about Prince Harry. DL swears he knew from the start. She even claims he visited her once, offering a quick thank you and a handwritten note. If that's true, it's not just a scandal, it's a betrayal of royal proportions. If Harry went along with this fake pregnancy charade, it's not just a personal lie, it's constitutional fraud. The royal family isn't just a glamorous soap opera, it's a legal institution with strict rules about succession and lineage. If Archie and Lilibet were born via an undisclosed surrogate, their place in the royal bloodline could be in jeopardy. My heart breaks for those kids caught in this storm. Social media is a war zone. Meghan's diehard fans are screaming smear campaign, but even they're starting to waver. Big accounts that used to stan her are now demanding answers. If this is all lies, where's Meghan's clapback? She's sued tabloids before, called out trolls in real time. Where's the fiery press release? The silence is deafening, and it's starting to feel like panic. I'm on the edge of my seat. Behind closed doors, things are tense. Insiders say Harry's unraveling, lashing out at staff, ghosting friends, and drowning in stress. Some claim he feels trapped, not just by the media, but by Meghan herself. Sources whisper they're sleeping in separate rooms, barely speaking, and fighting nonstop. Meghan's laser-focused on damage control, monitoring every headline, while Harry's begging her to go public. She's refusing, terrified that admitting to a surrogate makes it real. I can feel the heartbreak from here. The real kicker? DL's ready to take a DNA test. She's offering to go on record, submit samples, and testify in court. That's proof, y'all. Biological, undeniable proof. If she's telling the truth, Meghan and Harry's carefully crafted narrative collapses. The palace is in crisis mode, silent as a tomb, but constitutional experts are already meeting to assess the damage. If DL's claims hold up, Archie and Lilibet's titles could be at risk, and the monarchy's legitimacy takes a hit. Clutching my pearls, Meghan's in full spin mode, but the cracks are showing. Her motherhood journey, once the heart of her brand, is being torn apart as a possible performance. That folding bump video is everywhere, no longer a quirky glitch, but evidence. Fashion gurus who praised her maternity looks are dodging questions. And even her former allies are bailing. A stylist who worked on her pregnancy shoots hinted that things weren't what they seemed. An ex-aide spilled that the Sussex team shut down any questions about the pregnancies. Ask and you were out. I'm shook to my core. Buckingham Palace can't look away this time. Senior officials are digging into royal protocols, especially around succession. If the kids were born via a secret surrogate, it's a legal nightmare for the line of inheritance. Historians are calling this unprecedented. A deception this big has never knocked on the throne's door. There's talk of stripping titles, distancing the Sussexes, and rewriting the narrative. One insider didn't mince words. The monarchy can't legitimize a lie, especially about the bloodline. Ouch. DL's lawyered up, armed with medical scans, delivery confirmations, and agency email. Her team's pushing for a televised deposition, claiming her story was buried in violation of California law. And Meghan still silent. This is a woman who's never shied away from a fight, but now, nothing. Harry's not faring better. He's reportedly not sleeping, not eating, and questioning everything. Friends say he thought he was protecting Meghan, but now he's the one drowning. My heart aches for him. The saddest part, Archie and Lilibet. If DL's telling the truth, these innocent kids are pawns in a global deception, their legitimacy dragged through the mud. Their future in the royal institution is hanging by a thread, and the public's not just asking questions, they're demanding accountability. Meghan and Harry sold themselves as victims of royal cruelty, but now they're the ones accused of manipulation and maybe even fraud. I'm gutted thinking about the fallout. This isn't just a gossip column, it's a credibility implosion. The Sussexes' fairy tale is unraveling, and the world's watching, waiting for answers. Will Meghan break her silence? Will Harry crack under pressure? And what happens to two little kids caught in a scandal they didn't create? I'm emotional, I'm invested, and I'm not looking away. Stay tuned, because this royal roller coaster is far from over.